Frank and Xi, this is the wave. The ability of resilience and leadership is very significant when businesses face challenges. CEO of a leading global auto part maker has led his company overcoming economic recessions and national disasters. So joining me now is Mr. Yeap Swee Chuan, President and Chief Executive Officer of AAPICO Public Company Limited. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, Sawadee krap.
Sawadee krap. Great to meet you in Malaysia today.
Yes.
Actually, one of your strategy that bringing your leadership and overcoming the natural disaster economic recessions is, I think, very responsive actions there. So how does your strategy really bring your company overcoming those difficulties, no matter it's in economy or natural disaster? What are your incentives here?
How do I overcome all this crisis? I think first, we learn a lot of things in school. We learn a lot of things in university. But it's all theory. So when you face the problems, I always look at a problem as an opportunity. So that is point number one. And as a leader, you must be honest to your team, and you must sacrifice. So if you have all these basic sort of attributes, when you face anything, it's easy. Yeah. So I think this is the quality of a leader. Honest to the situation, sacrifice your man, and know your duty. Different situations need different situation. You come to it, just do it. Right or wrong, you're not sure sometimes, but you be the lead and don't give up.
What are examples? Because actually, Tom Yam Goong crisis in the late 90s, we see flooding in 2011.
Yes.
Pandemic to 2020. Wow, they're actually for business leaders like you need to fix and give the solution immediately for your business.
Yes.
How do you overcome all this?
Okay, this Nam Tuam, the flood. Actually, before the flood came to my factory, it came to Honda Rochana first. So Rochana is flooded. So the Prime Minister, Yingluck at that time, sent Kitirat to the industrial estate. And Excellency Kitirat told me, Kunyap, can you help? So I spent money to build the dike.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
And finally the dike also collapsed. So what happened? The water come to industrial estate and then come to my factory. So we tried to fight and fight and fight. Finally, my factory also flooded. Now this is big headache. Because when my factory flood, the whole of Thailand stops. Because we supply components to other factories. So that is very serious. So when that happened, I said we must recover for the industry. So what we did was, the first thing we did is how to produce in another factory. But all the equipment is underwater.
Yes.
So we have to think of how to take the mepim, the dye out of water, and move to another factory. So that's the first thing we do. We move 1,000 tons of mepim or dye to our factory in Chonburi and Rayong, and start to produce for the customers. Then after 40 days, the water came down. Before the water came down, we import all the machinery and equipment. So when the water come down, we start to install all the equipment and machinery. So it took us 60 days to install.
Wow, 60 days.
It's only 60 days. And I spent 800 million baht. Just do. We sleep in the factory, and then 60 days, we finish. It's like impossible. It's like a dream, when that happened. It's so difficult, the flood, actually. So this was the flood in 2011. We went through 1996, the same thing, Tom Yam Goong. But Tom Yam Goong, in a way, is less severe. That's when AAPICO start. We started, we have no business. Thailand is bankrupt, we are also bankrupt. So we're bankrupt together, everybody is bankrupt. But it's difficult. But also it's a problem. So what we did is, to minimize the problem, I send the staff home. Those who go home, no money. Those who stay back, half salary. So we never retrench anybody. We keep everybody. So when the economy come back, the people came back. so we could recover very fast. So I think it's making decisions at that point in time. And I think people, teamwork becomes so important. The next serious event is the COVID.
Yeah.
That was very tough because COVID suddenly come. We are having wonderful time. COVID come, everything stopped. So when our factory stopped, for the first quarter, Q1, we lost 600 million baht. 600 ล้าน Panic. If we continue like that, the company again will be collapsed. So what do? We cut salary. 50%, 40%, 30%, 20%, 10%. But amazing Thailand. No one complained.
No one complained?
Zero complaint.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That is amazing attitude of Thailand. But of course, over the years, they know, many years we go through crises, company has been fair. But when I cut the salary, I say one thing. I will return the salary to you if we become successful. Just like that. If we collapse, then too bad. But it's very difficult. I know they have the pawn ban, they have to do many things, right? But luckily, the recovery was quite fast. After 6 months, come back. The industry slowly came back. So we could return all the money to the employees.
Did you do it?
Yes.
Did you
every
give them
money.
promise?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I would say people is important. Once they know you have gone through different crises, different leadership, they trust you. Then the trust is so important.
Yeah.
So leaders must build trust. Leaders must have honesty. Leaders must sacrifice. And knowing your duty is probably much easier because you try your best. So I think the honesty and sacrifice is a key, I think, for any leader.
And this is a very important point that actually, because you have to drive your company really through that stormy oceans, no matter it's by natural disasters, pandemic.
Yes.
You have to give the promise to your employees to
Yes.
gain their trust, and at the end, you give them the policy that you promised to them.
Yes.
Yes. Another one I think disrupted for everyone, not just for business leader like you, like us in front of the camera, is artificial intelligence, the very new technology right now. Actually, no matter it's individual, we have to utilize it. Business has to utilize it. So for you, how do you utilize the artificial intelligence or evolving technology to really streamline those difficulties, and you really can drive your company more efficiently?
This is a complicated subject.
Yeah.
Complicated, why? Because we are not experts on AI, point number one. We are experts in manufacturing.
Yeah.
We are experts in robots, we are experts in processors. Of course, we have to incorporate AI because AI will make things cheaper.
Yeah.
So we do AI, we try to. Many of the AI we are using today is from outside people bringing the technology to us.
Yeah.
For example, quality checking of components. With AI, the accuracy, using less people. For example, even accounting, using robots to do accounting. This AI, or you can call it AI also. The robots must also learn how to handle simple accounting matter. I would say the AI is a complexity, very complex, and we don't really understand. We use it as much as we can. The expert guide us. And going ahead, the AI is so powerful.
Yeah.
I don't know whether the AI can replace the human being. This is also another thing.
Yeah.
Because giving AI, the robot becomes smarter and smarter and smarter and smarter. So I don't know where it ends. This is just a start for not too long.
Yeah.
So it's a frightening thing too, but it's a useful tool.
Yeah.
So I don't know where. This is just a start, and I really don't understand the complexity of this, but it helps all industries today.
Yeah, I know. And it's kind of like, actually, it's a tool on everyone's hand.
Yes.
No matter for journalists or for a business leader. And maybe your if you really decide to utilize it, it might give some impact to your company too, no
Yes.
matter it's positively or negatively. So sometimes we still have to see if the AI can really help us in a good way, because it might impact to your employees too, but it might give you efficiency more to produce your materials there.
Yes.
Another point I want to talk about, of course, is your expertise in that auto market, the car market in Thailand, because of course we understand that these years EV sales actually it doesn't perform that well.
Yes.
Of course, you said that you do not get impact on that, but what do you analyze the EV car and actually the whole picture of the car market now?
Let me talk about Thailand a little bit.
Yes, please.
Car industry. Thailand started with a pickup. Thanks to the good government policy, we are the best pickup maker in the world today. We export to 100 countries. That's a good policy of the government. The next good policy of Thai government was the EV car. You must assemble 100,000. So that's another pillar. So we have two good pillars in Thailand. The third pillar now is the EV. The EV is a different type of pillar now. Yeah, it's Chinese coming to Thailand. And the Chinese cars coming to Thailand are very successful because they are low cost. The Thai government give them zero duty. When they export, the Chinese government give incentive. And on top of that, the Thai government give them incentive. So from what I see, for the Chinese now, the EV coming to Thailand is like gold rush. They make so much money. They have three incentives, right? Export incentive from Chinese government, the Thai government have no tax, and then the government give incentive. So there's three incentives for them. But the Thai government is very smart. If you don't assemble what you sell, you import, you have to return all the incentive to Thai government. So they are forced to build the assembly plant. So when they are forced to build the assembly plant, they have to quickly get the components either from China or from Thailand. And the Thai government is also very smart. You must at least localize so many percent, so many percent, so many percent. So I am confident that Thai government will be slowly evolving better and better policies to protect the industry. I can see the Thai government has smart people, so I'm confident, just like the pickup, the eco car, the EV, it will be good for Thailand. Last year, when the EV car came, everybody got excited, a big sale. Pure EV, I'm talking about, pure EV. But this year, the pure EV sale is less than last year. So the pure EV or the BEV is exciting, yes, but if the sale came down within 2 years, that means people are already a little bit concerned. So they have moved a bit to the hybrid or the PHEV, and of course the ICE, some portion. And looking forward, how will it be? My own personal belief, it won't be pure BEV totally. Maybe 20, 30 years, pure EV could be 20, 25 or 30% at most. The others will still continue. The hybrid, PHEV plus ICE will still control 70% of the market. Because in the world has about, say, 100 million cars. So I would say 30 million will be pure EV. The other 70 million will be, the mixed hybrids and ICE and things like that. So I think the industry for people like us, we will still have a business. Those who are doing engine parts may lose 30% of the engine, but they still have 70% of the business. So overall, people will survive. But if you start only EV components, maybe the growth is very strong. But we are okay, I think. I think to me, problems, and I told you earlier, problems are opportunities. So I see opportunities because many Chinese companies are coming to Thailand and they have to localize the part and they have no factory. So they must come and see us, and we have many new partners in the Chinese. So we are learning new things as well. Opportunities.
Opportunities. As what you said, actually, your companies also cooperate with Chinese companies
Yes.
for a long time already.
Yes.
So that's why you always see the opportunities and you have to execute it and you really get the benefit.
Yeah.
Another one, actually, I want to talk about is a little bit economy here.
Okay.
Because as we see, of course, Thai economy right now, comparing to other countries, no matter it's in GDP figure, no matter in export-import value, we are behind.
Yes.
What do you see about Thailand's economy in 2025? Of course, we see those, talk about Chinese products there, no matter it's EV or cheap products, influx into Thai market. What should the government do right now to really boost the economy and to protect Thailand's products?
Yeah, I think this is a very complex, economy is very complex.
Yes.
I believe in a very important principle. You must do things better, slowly, and then you take off. I think Thailand has done something better, and then sometimes something went down.
Yeah.
And then once it went down, to come back is quite difficult. Because there's change of government, there's, the stability of the country is impacted by the government change and all this. Yeah? So I think the stability of the government should be the first thing, how to make people believe this government going to be a long-term government and things like that. As far as the intention of the government is always good. They want to help, like for example, tourism. Car industry, they are trying their best to do everything. But it takes time for people to react, to trust the situation. For the EV cars, very quick. Right? It's like gold rush to Thailand, so very fast.
Yeah.
But for another industry, they may take a little bit of time. But I'm always confident of Thailand.
Yeah.
You know why? Every time Thailand goes down, it comes back.
Yeah.
Like Nam Thuam. Right? Thailand really collapsed. The whole country is flooded. But it came back stronger. Tung Yam Kung, the same thing. Everybody is bankrupt. During Tung Yam Kung, when I sell something to overseas, I must give a bank guarantee. They pay me 1 million, I give bank guarantee 1 million. Why? The country was bankrupt. So you are bankrupt because you are in the country. But I find that through all the crises, when it rebounds, Thailand gets better. I believe give Thailand a bit of time. It should be a good leading country in Southeast Asia because you have Laos, you have Cambodia, you have Myanmar, you have Malaysia, all surrounding Thailand. It cannot be wrong. And Thailand is a very friendly country. When I went to China to do business, in my China business, the government of the area where I was in Kunshan, they say, Mr. Yeap, you're from Thailand. You're the first company. Your flag is in my office. Please don't leave Kunshan again. You cannot leave Kunshan. If you have a problem, come and see me. I would say Thailand is a very friendly country. That's the advantage. But we must put our act together.
Yeah.
How? I think we slowly get better. I think the day will come where we will take off again.
Yeah. I think all the businesses, people on the ground, Thai civilian, we are really waiting for that moment, right? Right now, just for the government, I think they have to push further and further and make the right timing and take off for us. Yes, because, for example, right now we are in Malaysia. We see government's policies, very strong push there for technology or for export-import. Right now, we really want to see, Thailand's government for that too. So let's see if there's any right timing in the near future for us. Last question, I think it's your personal entrepreneurship, your mindset there. As in, you talk about as a leader, you have to be, you're sacrificing. You need to see the vision.
Yes.
You need to see the right timing. You need to get the trust. What's your actually, it's your leadership, your mindset.
Okay. Maybe
Go through this a few years.
First, luck. You must have luck. A leader without luck. Luck is a very difficult thing, you know.
Yeah.
When I first came to Thailand, just a little bit story.
Yeah, please.
Thai people are very happy. So I called my company Lean and Happy Company. So
Okay.
first step,
Yeah.
people are happy. So I think this is the important ingredient. The happiness of a country is, I think, the first point. Happiness of a company is first point. So how to be a happy company? First, your customers must be happy. And then your employees must be happy. And then I'm a public company. My shareholders must be happy. I must give dividend. And if I make more profit, I do CSR. Like for the flood, I built a dike for 20 million baht. I did not charge the government. Now I'm doing CSR in Ayutthaya for PM 2.5. You know, this is, so you must do CSR when you're doing better. So when you have this sort of very good attitude, your people also have the good attitude. You have a challenging attitude, your people have challenging attitude. They trust you, you trust them. So I think this is the most important thing, you know. It takes a long time to get this culture in the company. But you must build a culture from day one. Yeah. So we do a lot of things to keep happiness as the most important point. And I think Thailand is a happy country.
Yes.
So I think this most important ingredient. If you have that, and meritocracy also, fair to, you know, to everybody. So I think it is, opportunity is there, and a little bit of good leadership. That's it.
That's it. And you can make your business drive forward with this kind of leadership. With happiness, of course, you have to, for your employees.
Maybe one last point.
Yeah, last point.
To be successful in business, you must have money, you must have men, you must have method, right? So you must get all this right. Money is from the bank.
Yeah.
So always pay your debt. Even in my difficult time, I never ever run away from the bank. So once you have the bank support, you have the man support, you have the method, I think it's quite simple.
Right. Great. Thank you for your time today, Mr. Yeap Swee Chuan here, the CEO of AAPICO. More news to come.